Just me and my microphone, man. I got my glass of beer. I got the mic in front of me. And I got thoughts running through my head. I love these sit-down commentaries with you guys because it's different than what I usually do on here. Usually I'm very competitive. Usually I'm bashing Black Ops 2 for the shitty game that it is. But today I want to talk about something that's very, very dear to my heart, and that's music. The sound of music is fucking amazing. The gameplay you're watching in the background is from my buddy OMEN. OMEN is one of the best guys I know. I say that with no hesitation. I met him on Black Ops 2. I met him through doing YouTube. One of the bright spots and one of the positives playing Black Ops 2 is the people that I've met along the way. That's all I could say about the game. Positive. If you guys want genuine and honest gameplay, if you guys want a down-to-earth character, if you guys want kick-ass music, you go to subscribe to his channel. The gameplay he provided me is kill confirmed on Standoff. I believe he goes 64-0. If you guys want gameplay like this with chill commentary, down-to-earth honest commentary like JD, you go subscribe to him and follow him on Twitter. Both links will be in the description down below at the top. Alright? Thank you, OMEN. I greatly appreciate it. But what I want to talk about is music. Not a lot of people on YouTube and Twitter know me and what I like to do. All you know is Black Ops 2 and gaming and wrestling and WWE and all this other bullshit. Okay? JD from New York is a metalhead. Okay? I love music. Everywhere I go, music follows. Whether I'm cleaning the fucking shower, whether I'm cleaning the toilet at home, music is playing. Whether I'm sitting at work at lunch, music is playing. Whether I'm setting up shop at work, music is playing. Whether I'm on the train going to work, whether I'm on the car ride home, music is playing. My favorite band is Symphony X from New Jersey, Middleton, New Jersey. And I say that again with no hesitation. Probably the best band on the planet. I do not care who you bring to my attention about being the best. These guys are ahead of everyone in their class. Michael Romeo, the lead guitarist and the lead music composer, and you have Russell Allen, the absolute best voice in music. You cannot touch those two men. And that's what comprises itself of Symphony X.
Let's go.
Symphony X is a band that I would honestly give my left testicle to play like any one of these fucking guys. Really. I've seen them in concert 3 times, and every time I see them, I'm in awe. I myself was a musician. Bands like Symphony X have inspired me to play music, but before I even knew who they were, before I even sat down and listened to a Symphony X album or a song, I was playing guitar. Alongside my brother, Frank, who you hear on every video I do in the intro. His band's music is playing in every intro. Okay? Him and I wanted to start a band. We wanted a musical dream. We wanted to be the best at what we do. We wanted to rule the fucking metal community on the East Coast. And that's exactly what we did. We did that, and we did it to perfection. Now, there were struggles along the way. Of course, with every band comes differences and arguments. But what happened to my band is so fucking stupid and immature, and it prevented us from being the best fucking band on the East Coast. We literally could have been signed to any major heavy metal label, you name it. Century Media, Metal Blade, Roadrunner, Nuclear Blast Records. The big four when it comes to heavy metal music. We could have been one of the flagship bands for any one of those fucking labels. What stopped us? Arguments, disagreements, jealousy, people coming unprepared for fucking recording, girlfriends, you name it. Everything stopped us from being the best band on the East Coast. And I will show you why with this one clip. This is a song my brother wrote entirely. Everything you hear up until the solo that I play, he wrote this. This was the song that was going to say, you know what? These guys are fucking for real. This was my best fucking memory from this band. This song was going to make us, after fucking 10 years, my brother sat down, and he's a talented fucking guy. Everything you hear from my brother is self-taught. He had no one teach him anything. This one song was going to make us, and was going to get us noticed by one of the big four heavy metal labels. And I share this with you for the first time. Nobody has ever heard this besides the band. This is an uncut, unfinished version of our song Venom Flows. This is supposed to be RiZeN. This was supposed to be the future. And I'll be back in just a second to tell you why it all failed. Raw, uncut, unmixed, and unmastered. That is RiZeN. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, and I swear on everything that I own, nobody has ever heard that song or demo, period. Outside of who produced it, who sat behind the table, and the band members. Okay? I have my Uncle Anthony to thank for that. He did an amazing job, and I would love to work with him again in restoring these songs to the point where I know that they can succeed. Okay? We had Metal Blade, Century Media, Roadrunner, and Nuclear Blast records on our itinerary. As soon as this demo was done, we're going to shoot a demo to all four of those guys. Why? Because I knew we could be on any one of those fucking labels and succeed. But we failed. We failed as a band because of internal problems. And if you're in a band, it happens. But these reasons why we failed were certainly avoidable. Now, my brother, you hear him, like I said already, on every one of my videos. If you want one person in your band, it's my brother Frank. He's a perfectionist. He's in it for the right reasons. If he stamps his name on something, it needs to be perfect. The other two guys in my band didn't want perfect. They didn't want perfect. They wanted something that they could get out there and say, you know what? I played this. Listen to my music. Listen to my demo. That's not the way you handle business. Okay? My brother sat in front of me as I recorded my rhythm guitar for this song and the 5 that follow it. With a fucking microscope. You're doing it wrong. Do it over. You're not in key. You're not in sync with the drums. I don't care if we're here till 5 a.m. I don't care if we have to fucking stay up all night and do it. Do it over. I never been more intimidated by someone in my entire life. And you know what? I listened to every fucking word he said. Why? Because he was in it for the right reasons. Our bass player, Artie, it's always the bass player, sat down unprepared with my brother's microscope out. And he failed. He failed. My Uncle Anthony even said this is an embarrassment. This guy comes to recording unprepared. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. It came to the point when my brother, the drummer, had to record bass all by himself. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Artie didn't want this in RiZeN. Artie didn't want it in RiZeN. But all of a sudden he starts a fucking black metal band, Jotunheim, from the Bronx. When will you ever see black metal come from the Bronx? Never. You know what we call them? Jotunheim. Black metal is fucking garbage, and his band is fucking garbage. Never will they succeed. Never. You know why? Because JD is not there, and Frank D'Erasmo is not there. That's why they'll fail. RiZeN had it all. I have nothing bad to say about John Pye, our lead singer and rhythm guitar player. John wanted it. John was just unprepared. John was lazy. John was the center focal point of this band because he was the lead singer. It all revolves around the lead singer. If you don't have that fucking aura around you, the rest of the band will crumble. Okay? There's only so much me and my brother can do. John had great stage presence. He had a great voice. But his voice failed him. His voice failed. He was too busy concerning himself with girlfriends from Long Island. John was too busy wanting to do other things. Meanwhile, me and my brother, like I said, wanted to take over the world. We wanted to get signed. We knew this music had the passion and the love behind it to be signed to any one of the 4 major metal labels in the United States. That didn't happen. And as soon as this demo was over with, the band was done. 10 years down the drain. 10 years of memories down the drain. 3 demos worth of work down the drain. 18 fucking songs, enough to fill 2 albums worth down the drain. And why? Because these guys didn't want it then. All of a sudden, a year later, they want to start their own band or be associated with new musical acts. Let me tell you something, guys. You will never find, and I don't give a fuck if you find me to be cocky, if you find me to be arrogant. If you guys want to hear my music, I will gladly send it to you. You will never find another melodic thrash death metal band with the passion and the direction of my band. Never. We could have been signed, and I want you guys to bring any signed metal act to my attention. We beat them all. Shadows Fall, Disturbed, Godsmack. Anybody on these metal labels, Cold Chamber, Korn, Slipknot. We wrote music better than all of them. All of them. Even the fucking death metal acts on these labels. We were better than all of them. But we failed because of people who were in it for the wrong reasons. Girls and alcohol and just something to stamp their name on, to get them further in life. No. I don't want you here for that. You're working as a cohesive unit. We're 4 men striving for the same goal. If one of them strays from that fucking goal, I don't want you here. I don't want you in my band. And this is what spurred my brother to say, fuck this. I'm starting Legionary. And you know what? Legionary, who's not a live band. They don't play live shows anymore. Jokenheim and every other fucking band on the East Coast that wants to call themselves an unsigned act, bow down and watch how it's supposed to be done. Because my brother has all the fucking tools. He doesn't need any help. These guys didn't want my brother's tutelage or guidance. They said he was hard to work with. Really now? Really now? My brother's hard to work with, Artie. Right? My brother's hard to work with? Where are you now? Where are you now? You're nothing but a fucking joke. My brother doesn't need to prove anything to you. Nothing. He proves it with his fucking music. You're all about music, right? Your whole life revolves around music. Look at my brother, and then take a look at yourself. You're nothing but a fucking failure. Every time you look at my brother's band, I want you to think of fucking failure. Alright? I don't give a fuck anymore. Needed to be said, that's how I really feel. Music is the most important part of my life. I didn't want RiZeN to end. I didn't want RiZeN to fucking say, you know what, after 10 years, this is it. We're done. I even tried to resurrect the band and nobody wanted it. Why? For the same reasons I just mentioned. You guys aren't cut out to be in RiZeN. You're too fucking good to be in RiZeN, right? That's the opposite way. It's the other way around, buddy. RiZeN's too good for you. Compare RiZeN to the fucking shit you're doing now. You'll never live up to what you had. And that's my commentary. I may sound bitter. I may sound like a fucking dick here. I don't care. I don't care. I have music I could show. I have 18 songs I could show you. This is why I believe we could have been the best fucking thing coming out of the East Coast. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it but me and my brother. That's a damn fucking shame. And you know what? The worst fucking thing of all, before I end this commentary, the worst thing of all is, what if? That's the one thing I have to think about out of all this. What if? There's a huge question mark just looming over everything. What if we were still together? What if RiZeN completed this demo? What would have happened? And you know what? I don't like what ifs. I don't like question marks. I don't like unfinished fucking business. I'll never find out. That is, unless I find a new singer and a new bass player. You got the music written for you, boys. If you're out there and on the East Coast in New York City, you let me know. This is JD from New York. Like I said, I apologize if I'm a fucking dick or if I come off as conceited and cocky here. But when it comes to my music and the shit that I wrote alongside my brother, I take no prisoners. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, follow on Twitter, like on Facebook. You guys know what to do. I'm out, and I'll talk to you later.